Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Hopkinton High School turf fields for Hopkinton Hillers Varsity Baseball on HCAM, as today the 6-3 Hillers take on the 1-7 Millis Mohawks, and we are just about ready to get started. As the Hillers are out, they have taken the field and they are getting ready. Frank Opidisano is getting the start on the mound today. Let's take a look at the Hillers defense. Over at second base, you're going to have Joe Carazza. The DH is Mitch Simulus, Joe Scardino. Over at third base, Charlie Simulus, the first baseman. Charlie Petruni in center field, Connor Hellenbeck in right field. Lenny Onken is your left fielder, Dylan Ruff your shortstop, Peter Mahan your catcher. Tom Nappy, happy to be with you on the call, and I am pulling a little bit of double duty here today, running camera as well, so bear with me. I'll do my best to capture as much of the action as I can, but it should be a good battle here today. The Hillers looking to get back into the win column after a tough loss over in Westwood last week, a 12-1 loss. They then went to Dedham, and they ended up playing 4.5 innings before weather became a factor. I'm not sure if that game is just going to remain official or if they have to make up any portion of that game, but we shall soon find out. I believe they did play enough to have it be an official game, so I believe they will be all set. But in any case, they are ready for Millis here today. Millis, a team that struggled so far this season to pick up wins, but they do have some good bats in their lineup, and they can certainly present some problems. So it should be an interesting game out there today, as we are ready for the first hitter of the game for the Millis Mohawks. And we are working on getting their lineup. Wind up and the pitch. A little inside there. That's going to be ball one. Leading things off for the Millis Mohawks is Shea Ferrantino. Wind up and the pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll make the count 1-1. Opidisano's had a pretty good season on the mound. And that one's fouled off. 1-2. Opidisano set to deliver. There's strike three. So he gets Ferrantino with the strikeout. And now coming up to the plate for the Millis Mohawks. That is number 24 at the plate. And that is John Orico. Wind up and the pitch. High and inside. 2-0. Opidisano set to deliver. And just a little outside there, 3-0 count. Taking a look at Opidisano on the mound. He's pitched 10 2/3 of an inning. And that's high and inside. The walk is drawn. No wins, no losses. He's given up only 2 earned runs, has a 1.31 ERA. So pretty impressive numbers there for Opidisano. As we have the third hitter of the day step in, checking at first, runner slides back safe. At the plate, that is Jack Catalano. And that is going to be a ball, 1-0. Runner on first, 1 out for Millis. Line up and the pitch. Little outside there. And checking at first, runner back safe. Working from the stretch. Line up and the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Hiller softball also in action. That is live on HCAM as well. Mike Terosian on the call for that game. And right now the Hillers have an early 2-0 lead on Millis. And this is going to be trickled up the middle into right field it goes, and that's going to be a base hit. It'll be runners on first and second for Millis. So a single for Catalano. Line up and the pitch. Little outside. Checking at first. Did they get him? Very close. Just back to the bag in time. At the plate for Millis, Talon Shepherdson. And this is up the checking at second, runner back safe. Pitch a ball. Talon Shepherdson, the cleanup man for Millis. And this is going to be hit up the left side. Throw to first. They'll get the out, but the runners do advance. There is 2 outs in the inning, however. Again, folks, doing my best to multitask here today. That was a 6-3 out. That pitch outside. At the plate, Thomas Flory. The 1-0. And this is going to be up the left side. Throw to first. They'll get the out, and that'll wrap up the top half of the first inning. 4-3 for out number 3. We will head to the bottom of the first on HCAM. Hillers at the plate. Joe Carrazza leading things off. Your pitcher for Millis is Andrew Morse. And this is going to be hit into center field and caught. 1 away. That'll bring up Mitch Simulus. Hillers batting order. Joe Carrazza, second baseman, led things off. Mitch Simulus, DH, batting second. Joe Scardino, third baseman, hitting third. Rest in just a moment. As that first pitch is ball 1. Hitting cleanup, Charlie Simulus, first baseman. Charlie Petruni, center fielder, batting 5th. Connor Hellenbeck, right fielder, batting 6th. As this is hit in the air, foul territory, out of play. Franco Pedisano, the pitcher, hitting 7th. Lenny Yonkin, left fielder, hitting 8th. Dylan Ruff, shortstop, hitting 9th. Peter Mahan, your catcher, is the odd man out of the lineup. Set to deliver. Ooh, that hit him. So getting the free pass to first base is Millis. That'll bring up Joe Scardino, the third baseman. And this is going to be fouled off. To the set. Checking at first, runner slides back safe. Over at first, that is Millis after being hit with the pitch. Set to deliver, and that's fouled away. 0-2 count. Lines and deals. That pitch low and outside, 1-2. And this is going to be hit up the left side. Into left field it goes, and that's a base hit. So it'll be 2 on for the Hillers with 1 out. Coming up to the plate, Charlie Millis. First pitch ball, 1-0. Checking at second, or at least threaten to check in. That pitch outside, going to get away from the catcher. Runners will advance. It's going to be runners on second and third now, as the Hillers threatening this bottom of the first. That pitch a little high, 3-0. In there for a strike. And then strike 2. As Moore's trying to battle back. That's fouled off. Count remains full. Good battle here between Charlie Millis and Andrew Morse. And inside, he'll draw the walk. Bases full of Hillers. Stepping in, Charlie Petruni, the center fielder. High and outside, 1-0. Set to deliver. And this is going to be up the third base side to the third baseman, and they will get the out as they double them up. So that is not what you wanted there if you're the Hillers, but Millis getting out of the inning, and we are scoreless after 1 as we head to the top of the second on HCAM. We're ready for the first hitter of the top of the second, and the first hit is up the third base side. Throw to first, pulls the first baseman off the bag, and the ball is going to get through. And the hitter will end up on second. So that's a single with an advance on an error by Nick Homan, the left fielder. So an errant throw. That pitch is in there for a strike. At the plate, it's Adrian Heredia, the second baseman. Runner on second, no outs. Swing and a miss. That'll make the count 0-2. Zopi DeSano trying to work out of a little jam. That pitch outside, and they're checking at second, and they almost got him just safe. Wind up and the pitch. Swing and a miss. There's out number one. That'll bring up Aiden Sergiu, the catcher. And that's going to be fouled off, 0-1. All right, we got the Millis batting order fully in the scorebook now. We'll get you the full order in just a moment. We've been trying to add the lineup as we go on here. As this is up the third base side. Throw to first, they'll get one. Runner at second advances to third. So 5-3 out for Sergiu. 2 outs. Andrew Morris, the pitcher, to the plate. So Andrew Morris is the ninth hitter in the lineup for the Millis Mohawks. Line up and the pitch. Inside, 1-0. Shea Ferrantino, the shortstop, led things off. John Arico, the center fielder, batting second. Jack Catalano, first baseman, hitting third. Talon Shepardson, third baseman, hitting cleanup. Thomas Flory, right fielder, hitting fifth. Nick Holman, the left fielder, hitting sixth. As there's a swing and a miss. Adrian Heredia, the second baseman, hitting seventh. Aiden Sergiu, catcher, hitting eighth. Andrew Morris, pitcher, hitting ninth. And Morris is at the plate right now. The 1-1. And this is a trickler up the third base side. And it's bobbled by the shortstop. Everyone's safe, and Millis strikes first. So Morris reaches on the error. And E6 allows Holman to score. 1-0 Mohawks. That'll bring up the top of the order. Stepping to the plate, Shea Ferrantino. 2 outs, runner on first, a run in. And we have a softball update for you in just a moment. As that first pitch a little inside, 1-0. Millis leading the Hillers in the second inning, and softball 7-2. Hillers started off taking the 2-run advantage in the bottom of the first, but Millis strikes back in a big way in the top of the second as that pitch high and outside. John Ritz and Mike Terosian covering Hiller softball. That game is live, but I'll tell you what, still very early as checking at first, runner back safe. That game's still in the very early innings, and the Hillers certainly do have some great hitting on that team this season, so I'd expect a big comeback attempt. Swing and a miss. He might have tipped it. 2-1. And apologies for the camera work here on the baseball game. Multitasking today, but doing my best, folks. And that is hit in the air, foul out of play. Oh, that hits something. Someone will be probably calling their insurance company. 2-2. And a little outside there. 3-2 count. And he got him. A nice strikeout. Got him looking for the third out, but Millis does play to run. They lead it 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second on HCAM. We are ready to continue on here in the bottom of the second. Connor Hellenbeck leading things off for Millis. For the Hillers. A 1-0 Millis lead. And this is hit in the air over to the third baseman. Throw to first off a trickler. And they get him 5-3. That'll bring up Frank Opedisano. And Opedisano is going to get a piece of this. It's caught in center field. 2 away. So 2 pretty quick outs there for the Hillers. Lenny Onken stepping in. Wind up in the pitch. And this is hit over to the left side. Foul out of reach. Oh, and 1 the count. That's in there for a strike. 0-2. Nice sunny day here at the turf fields today. Temperatures in the high 60s. And this is hit in the air over to the right side. Nearly caught. Good attempt over in right field by Ferguson, but it lands foul. Oh, and 2 the count. Well, I'll tell you, it looks like Millis came ready to play today. That pitch outside, 1-2. Little inside, 2-2. Andrew Morris has pitched 8 2/3 of an inning so far this season as he delivers that outside. He's given up 4 earned runs, has a 3.23 ERA for the Millis Mohawks. And this is going to be the third out. 1-2-3 inning for The Mohawks defense will move on to the top of the third. It is a 1-0 Millis lead on HCAM. Top of the third inning. 2, 3, and 4 due up for Millis. John Arrico, Jack Catalano, Talon Shepardson. First pitch, a ball. 1-0 the count. Line up in the pitch from Open DeSano. Third base side. Throw to first. And they're going to say the first baseman came off the bag. So the throw, pulling the first baseman Charlie Simulus off the bag. I'll give that a hit. They might score that in error. Jack Catalano stepping in. Set to deliver. And this is popped in the air into left center. That's going to drop in for a hit. It's going to be 2 aboard with no outs. A single there. Talon Shepardson at the plate. That's in there for a strike. A nice breaking pitch, hitting the inner corner. He winds and deals. And this is going to be up the left side, and that'll get into left center. Throw home is not going to be in time, and a run will score. An RBI single for Talon Shepardson. John Arrico coming around to score. Catalano up to second. Thomas Flory, the right fielder, to the plate. Right up in the pitch. There's a strike, 0-1. No outs so far in the inning. Millis looking to rally here. We do have some good news from Hiller softball coming up in a moment. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Well, it was a 7-2 Millis lead. It's now a 7-5 Millis lead, so the Hillers got a few runs back. And they're still hitting in the bottom of the second, so perhaps more runs coming. Action-packed softball game just to the right of us. And there's strike 3. Got him. 1 away. Well needed out there. That'll bring up Nick Homan, the left fielder. Set to deliver. And this is going to be up the left side. Glove by the third baseman. Throw to first. And they got the out. But the runners do advance. 6-3 out at first. Catalano up to third. Shepardson to second. Adrian Heredia to the plate. That'll be pretty good if you get out of this inning only giving up 1 run. That pitch a little inside. Or actually grabbed the inner corner, 0-1. As you can see, we have a new angle we're using for baseball. Certainly not easy trying to run camera and announce, I'll be honest. That pitch outside, 1-1. Gives you a whole new respect for what our great camera personnel like John Ritz and Joe Frackleton do. Certainly not easy. Wind up and the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. He winds and deals. Just a little inside. 2-2. Hillers softball now moving into the top of the third. Remains 7-5 in that game. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more runs in that game. And that was just fouled off. 2-2. Heredia struck out his last time up. That was just last inning. Outside. Full count. First base is open. Runners on second and third for Millis. Winds and deals. There's strike three. Grab the outer corner, and he gets out of the jam. Millis does play to run. It's 2-0. Millis leading the Hillers as we head to the bottom of the third on HCAM. We are ready to continue on into the bottom of the third. Dylan Ruff at the plate. That pitch outside. 1-0. 9-1-2 due up for the Hillers. Dylan Ruff, Joe Carrazza, Mitch Simulus. That pitch low and outside. 2-0. Andrew Morris pitching a pretty good game so far for the Mohawks. And this is hit in the air, foul. Two and one. And he gets a piece of this one up the left side. Throw to first in time. 5-3 on the out. That'll bring up Joe Carrazza. He flew out to center field to start off the game. Start off the bottom of the first, rather. A pitch outside, 1-0. This game has the makings of a pitcher's duel here. And that hit him. So he'll get the free pass to first base. That's going to bring up Mitch Simulus. Carrazza taking a slight lead over at first. The first pitch outside. Simulus didn't bite. Checking at first. Just back safe. Checking once again. I think Morse has done his research on Carrazza. Outside, runner taking off, slides into second, and he's safe. Stolen base for Carrazza. Set for the 1-1. Outside. Morse threatening to throw over. Slides back. Get a good view of the runner at second with this camera angle. That's outside, and he'll take third. Carrazza sliding safely into third. And the Hillers looking to manufacture some runs. Swing and a miss. Full count. And the walk is drawn. There'll be runners on first and third. Joe Scardino stepping in. You have to have a feeling they're going to send the runner from first, and they will, hoping for the throw that Millis won't bite. An easy stolen base for Millis. Here's the 1-0. Inside, 2-0. Scardino singled back in the first inning. So he'll take that one outside. Morse having a little bit of trouble finding the strike zone. 3-0 the count. There's a strike. Grab the inner corner on the breaking pitch. The 3-1. And a home run swing there. Foul tipped. Full count. And Millis just homered onto the baseball field. And that hit him. So, bases are full of Hillers. That's going to bring up Charlie Millis. Millis walked in the first inning. Hillers threatening in a big way here in the third. 2-0 Millis lead, and we get a mound conference. There was also a stoppage to get that softball off the field. It looks like they're going to roll with Morse for now. I haven't seen anybody warming up for Millis, but they could have their desired potential relief pitcher already in the game. As this is going to be hit up the left side, trickles into left field, and a run's going to score. It's a 2-1 game. RBI single for Charlie Millis. As Carrazza comes around, Mitch Millis up to third, Scardino to second, Charlie Petruni to the plate. A little inside there. Oh, that hit him. They're going to say it hit him. All right, another run in for the Hillers. We're tied up. Scardino to third, Millis to second, Petruni to first, Hellenbeck to the plate. And this is going to be hit up the left side, gloved by the third baseman. Throw to first, not in time. And he did get the force out at third, so he was able to step on the bag. But the good news is the Hillers played a run. Scardino comes around to score. So they get the out at third. And a runner from second taken off. He's going to steal. That's Charlie Petruni. Hellenbeck now at second. Opadesano at the plate. So it was a Nice RBI for Helen Beck, who reaches on the fielder's choice. Fouled off, 1-1. Well, Millis putting up some runs in softball. They lead the Hillers 12-5 as they go to the third inning. That's popped into the backstop. 1-2. Opedisano flew out to center field in his only plate appearance. And he'll hit this one foul beyond the backstop. Runners on second and third for the Hillers. 2 outs in the inning. And this is going to be the third out as the catch is made. But the Hillers plate 3 runs as we will head to the top of the fourth with the Hillers leading 3-2 on HCAM. Moving right along into the top of the fourth, 8, 9, and 1 due up for Millis. Aiden Sergiu, Andrew Morse, as well as Shea Ferrantino. Opedisano out there on the hill for the Hillers. I believe only one of the runs that he's given up will go down as earned. He's pitching quite well as that's fouled off. 0-1. It is an absolutely beautiful Friday afternoon to take in a game here at Hopkinton High School. Can't beat this weather. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Set to deliver. Swing and a miss, and he got him. One away, Andrew Morse stepping in. Morse reached on an error back in the second, which led to the first Millis run of the day, first run of the game. That pitch grabs the inner corner, 0-1. Opedisano's changeups are dancing today. That one really danced right into the strike zone, 0-2. Trying to burn a fastball by him, but a little outside, 1-2. He winds and deals. Swing and a miss. Well, I think Opedisano's starting to feel it. He has 7 strikeouts on the day. Shea Ferrantino stepping in. So 7 of the 11 outs so far have been strikeouts. That is impressive. That pitch outside, 1-0. Ferrantino's 0 for 2. He's struck out twice so far today. Ooh, that was close. 2-0. That was very borderline there. What I love about the view we have, you got a great angle on the strike zone. Wind up in the pitch. Oh, look out. 3-0. Don't forget, Hillers Spring Sports continue with a busy slate next week. We'll update the schedule on our website very soon, hcam.tv. There's always a schedule page towards the top of the news column. that we update frequently with any time changes or postponements. As that pitch is in there for a strike, 3-1. That's www.hcam.tv. Wind up and the pitch to the leadoff man, and he'll draw the walk. 2 outs, 1 on. John Arrico to the plate. Hillers leading here in the top of the 4th, 3-2. In there for a strike. Checking at first. Nice back pick. Runner back safe. Checking at first. Runner back just safe. Ferrantino at first. He has some speed, so certainly is a threat. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Arrico has walked and singled so far, also scored a run. Line up in the pitch. Little outside, checking at first. Nice back pick there. Runner back just safe. I'll tell you what, there's certain catchers that can pull that back pick off, certain catchers that can't. And the ones that can are a rare breed. Peter Mahan, certainly good at it. That's fouled off. Count remains 1-2. Nasty breaking pitch for strike 3. And that will wrap up the top of the 4th. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Hillers lead it 3-2 on HCAM. Bottom of the 4th inning, 8-9-1 due up for the Hillers. Azonkin is going to send this sky high over to right field. It's caught. 1 away. Well, that was a sufficient out for Millis. 1 pitch, 1 out. Dylan Ruff stepping in. He's grounded out so far today. And he'll hit this one in the air, foul. 0-1. That's fouled off, 0-2. Set to deliver. And he gets a good piece of this one into center field. It's caught. Good catch in center field. Is ranging over was John Arrico. 2 away. Top of the order for the Hillers. Joe Carrazza stepping in. Carrazza scored a run last inning as part of the 3-run inning for the Hillers, and he's going to hit this one up the middle, and it's bobbled by the second baseman. Throw to first, not in time. So Carrazza reaches on the error, and that'll bring up Mitch Simulus. You know, it's always dangerous to let Carrazza reach. A lot of time that sparks some good momentum for the Hillers. Wind up and the pitch. A little outside. 1-0 the count. And Simulus is going to hit this one left side. Throw to first. They got him. 5-3 for out, number 3. And we are moving along to the top of the 5th. It is a 3-2 Hiller lead on HCAM. Fifth inning, 3, 4, and 5 due up as Jack Catalanato steps in. Catalanato, the first baseman, Talon Shepardson, the third baseman, then Thomas Flory, the right fielder. Obedesano still out there, pitching a very good game. That pitch a little outside, 1-1. It's going to be interesting to see what the leash is. The Hillers actually do have warm-up action. Line up and the pitch. And this is fouled. 1-2. Getting loose for the Hillers is Drew Reisenberger. That's foul. We'll likely see him at some point in the near future. But I'm sure they're going to try to roll with Obedesano as long as he keeps his pitch count low. But this is going to be hit into right field. That'll drop in for a base hit. And it is a leadoff single for Catalanato. That'll bring up Talon Shepardson. Runner on first to start off the 5th for Millis. And Shepardson is going to have a little roller up the infield grass and picked up by Obedesano. Throw to first. They get the out. Catalanato did advance to second. It is 1-3 on the out. Thomas Flory stepping to the plate. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch there. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Catalanato on second. Just a little high there. Throw to second. Nearly got him. Slides back just safe. 1-2. Set to deliver. There's strike 3. 2 away. That is 9 strikeouts so far for Obedesano as Nick Holman steps in. There's a strike, 0-1. Set to deliver, looks at second and deals. Nasty pitch hitting the inside corner, 0-2. There's a beauty of a changeup. Checking at second. Very close to getting him, but just safe. Great pickoff move by Obedesano. Outside, got away from the catcher. Runner thought about taking off. Now he's caught in a rundown. Throw to third, and they will not get him. Somehow able to survive the tag is Calinado. You could score that a stolen base. So it's a runner on third. 2 outs, however, and the count is 1-2. And we have a stoppage here. All right, ready to continue on. Important pitch here. Got him! Strike 3. 10th strikeout of the game for Oppitasano. And we will head to the bottom of the 5th with the score. The Hopkinton Hillers 3, Millis Mohawks 2. You are tuned in to Hiller Varsity Baseball on HCAM. Bottom of the 5th inning, Joe Scardino is going to foul off the first pitch, 0-1. It is a 3-2 Hiller lead. It's been a good battle out here today. That pitch a little inside. 1-1. Set to deal. That's outside. 2-1. Winds and deals. And this is going to be fouled off. 2-2. Oh, that hit the Millis bus. I don't believe there was any damage, fortunately. And this is going to be hit in the air, right side, and foul. Count remains 2-2. That's ball 3, full count. Little 2 inside there. Hit up the left side, grabbed by the third baseman. Throw to first, not in time. Nice infield single for Scardino. Charlie Simulus stepping to the plate. Wind up and the pitch. Outside, 1-0. Simulus having a pretty good day at the plate, 1 for 1 with a walk. Up high. 2-0. Had an RBI single as part of the 3-run third inning for the Hillers. And that's fouled away. 2-1. Set to deliver. And this is going to be hit into left field, and that'll be a base hit. They try to get the out at second, but not in time. And it's going to be 2 on with no outs for the Hillers. Scardino to second, Millis to first, Charlie Petruni to the plate. And now we're going to get a conference at the mound. Will we see a new Millis pitcher? Well, they've enforced much more strict pitch count rules in recent years, and I certainly think it's a good thing to make sure you don't overwork your pitchers, but it looks like kind of a debate out there. So it looks like they're going to let Morris at least have this next hitter. See if he can get out of this jam a bit. Charlie Petruni stepping in. And it's a bunt. Throw to first is going to pull a first baseman off the bag and get into foul territory, and a run will score. So I'm going to score that a single because I think that was such a good bunt. He would have reached anyway. And the throw was late and pulled the first baseman off the bag. So I'm scoring that a single, but I'm going to score the run in error as Hellenbeck will step in. And this is going to be hit into left field. And here comes some more runs for the Hillers. Throw to second, and they don't get him. Good piece of hitting there by Hellenbeck. It's a RBI single, advances to second on the throw. Millis is around. Petruni to third. Opatisano to the plate. And the Hillers starting to rally. 5-2 Hillers lead. And this is up the middle, gloved by the pitcher, throw home, and they get the out at home. That wasn't a forced play. He did not have to go, but they took the risk. It didn't pay off there. So Opatisano reaches on the 1-2 fielder's choice. Hellenbeck advanced to third. Lenny Ontgen to the plate. Ontgen 0 for 2 so far. You have to imagine it's probably going to be the last inning for Morris, but they'll at least see if they can get him through 5. That pitch, a ball. Runner from first takes off. Stolen bag by Opatisano. He would have loved to draw that throw to try to score that run. And this is going to be hit up the middle into center field. 1 run is in. Throw home is going to be off the mark, and another run scores. That is a 2 RBI hit for Lenny Ontgen. Could score that a single, advance on the throw. Hellenbeck and Opatisano both score. And it's a 7-2 game. Dylan Ruff stepping in. Only 1 out still in the inning. Swing and a miss. Oh, and 1 the count. Pitch outside, 1-1. Wind up and the pitch. And this is hit up the left side foul. Well, the one flaw with this angle for a broadcaster, it does take you a second sometimes to find where the ball is, especially when you're trying to work the camera as well. But we're getting through it. Wind up and the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that is a big strikeout there for Millis. 2 away. Top of the order, Joe Carrazza stepping in. Turns towards third, and are we going to get a balk call? Hopkinton is awarded third base on the balk. Wind up and the pitch. And this is a little trickler to the shortstop. Throw to first. They'll get the out. 6-3 for out number 3. But the Hillers do some damage as they plate 4 more runs here in the bottom of the 5th. And they lead it 7-2 as we head to the top of the 6th on HCAM. Top of the 6th inning, as you may have noticed, a new pitcher for the Hillers, Drew Reisenberger, into the game to take over for Frank Opidesano, who did very good on the mound. The line on Opidesano, 5 innings pitched, gave up 4 hits, 1 run. It was not earned. 2 walks, 10 strikeouts. Absolutely incredible. 7, 8, and 9 due up for Millis. Adrian Heredia stepping to the plate. And the first pitch from Reisenberger. I believe it was a ball. Couldn't quite see the call there. That's outside. Two and one the count. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Line up and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikeout to start this appearance off for Reisenberger. That'll bring up Aiden Sergiu, the catcher. First pitch, a strike. And this is a little trickler up the right side. Throw to first, not a problem. 4-3 for out number 2. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Andrew Morse. And this is going to be right back to the pitcher. He'll run it over and get the out. I guess you could call that a 1 unassisted. For out number 3, a quick 1-2-3, top of the 6th. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th on HCAM. Bottom of the 6th inning. New pitcher in the game for the Millis Mohawks. Nick Homan has taken over. He takes over for Andrew Morse. First pitch, a ball to Mitch Simulus. And he gets a piece of this one over to center field, and it is caught, 1 away. That'll bring up Joe Scardino. There's a strike, 0-1. We'll get you the line on Morse in just a moment. And this is right up the middle, and that is going to get through into center field. And that is a one-out single for Scardino. And that'll bring up Charlie Millis. Fouled away. 0-1. There's a strike. Grabs the outer corner. The line on Andrew Morse, 5 innings pitched, 8 hits, 7 runs given up, all of them earned, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. So it started off as a good day for Morse, but the Hillers ended up rallying as we have a stolen base. We do have a pinch runner in there. That is Ray Robichaud in the game. A pitch outside, and apologies, folks. Now my monitor has decided to give me issues, my big monitor, so that's certainly not going to help. And this is right up the middle, getting through the dive of the second baseman. Robichaud on his way home, the throw off the mark. And that is going to be a base hit. And that was Will Morgan, who was pinch hitting for Millis. So he gets an RBI single with an advance on the throw. Is Coach Anderson going to empty the bench? That pitch outside. Runner from second going to take off. It got away. It's Charlie Petruni at the plate. So he's hitting in his set spot. Two and one the count. And he will get a piece of this one, and that'll get through into left field, and a run scores. RBI single for Petruni. That's going to bring up Hellenbeck. Connor Hellenbeck. Hillers piling it on. They lead it 9-2. And that hit him. Apologies, folks. It looks like they got the out at home on the Scardino advance. So there's 2 outs in the inning. Runners on first and second. It's an 8-2 Hillers lead. There's Drew Reisenberger at the plate, hitting for Opadesano. Swing and a miss. Throw over to third. And the runner took the base with him. He is safe. The double steal on there for the Hillers. Wind up and the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that will wrap up the inning, out number 3. But the Hillers played another run. They lead it 8-2 as we head to the top of the 7th on HCAM. We play on into the top of the 7th, an 8-2 Hiller lead as Opedisano looks to close it out. Due up for Millis is the top of the order. Ferrantino, Rico, and Catalanato. Hiller is looking to improve to 7-3 on the season. Line up in the pitch. There's a strike. Well, it's been some really good pitching today for the Hillers. Swing and a miss, 0-2. One and two count. And there's strike 3, one away. Got him looking. I'll bring up John Arico, the center fielder. Hiller's looking to put the finishing touches on this one. First pitch is a strike. And this is a little trickler up the left side. Throw to first. They got him. 5-3 for the second out. And I'll bring up Jack Calinato. Nice play over at third base. That was actually Ray Robichaud over at third base. There was all kinds of defensive switches for the Hillers for this 7th. We'll see what we can do about updating you. 0-1 the count. I got my hands full today, folks. That pitch a strike, 0-2. Over at second base, you got Davis Pishoff. Shortstop is Derek Hatherley. Line up and the pitch. Outside, 1-2. We mentioned Robichaud over at third base. So the middle of the infield getting switched up. Because why not? That pitch outside, 2-2. Millis down to their final out. Update from the softball game. Millis leading the Hillers 15-5 in the top of the 7th. There's strike 3, and that'll do it. The Hopkinton Hillers come away with the 8-2 victory. Hillers going to improve to 7-3 on the season. Mohawks will fall to 1-8. A very impressive victory by the Hillers. as they score 8 runs on 11 hits, commit 3 errors. Millis, 2 runs on 4 hits and 2 errors. Your player of the game, we got to give it to the starting pitcher, Dylan Opadesano, who threw 5 solid innings to start off this game. Gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, none of which were earned, and had 10 strikeouts. And the Hillers cruise along and get back in the win column as they take down the Millis Mohawks by a final score of 8-2. Some impressive hitting, some impressive defense, and some absolutely fantastic pitching by Opadesano and Reisenberger for the final 2 innings, as the Hillers are victorious here today. The final score for the final time, the Hopkinton Hillers 8, the Millis Mohawks 2. We thank you for watching Hopkinton Hillers Varsity Baseball on HCAM. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.